thick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you less than money or prize.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Juwan Johnson. He comes in 4th in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Saints and the Broncos on Thursday night primetime.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create, but now, well, now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
Will Lutz, well, he used to do this for the Saints. Now sending it away to them as we're off in New Orleans. Return coming from the 6. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the second rounder who's been climbing the leaderboard since 2014 at Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. Well, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
Carr starting with a throw. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Well, Brock, they haven't been immune to the injury bug this season, but somehow, someway, their losses on the depth chart have yet to lead to a loss on the field.
Yeah, and to me, Kate, this is really two things. This is good coaching and great attitude. They've stayed level-headed, and they've refused to panic whenever someone's gone.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, now another opportunity to convert this two-point try. He's throwing for it. He's on the move. That one falls incomplete, though we do have a flag that we've got to check out first. Not sure he knew he went out of bounds before he made a play on that ball, Brock, but he was the first to touch it coming back in, and that's going to get the penalty. Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience, and Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
The Saints add a fifth defensive back here. Third down coming up. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And the Saints grab it. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get two, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to P-Rod. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Really gay there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, P-Rod. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Johnson's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They kick the running back in motion. That's cut at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, Carr. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. This offense ready to get going again now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 20-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and 3. To the ground with Pirine. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They run once more with Pirine. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They'll punt this one away as Gill gets out and ready. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. Starts his return from the 23. And he's out of bounds after some great work on that return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Chased out to his right. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 10, here's Carr. He's trying another one deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Carr here from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going for this. Forced out to his right. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. On the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. And it'll be a gain of about 4, but it doesn't shrink the mountain that they have to climb now on 3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Carr back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints running away with it in the 2nd quarter. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. This offense making its way back out now. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 38. Cut by Sutton. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. First and 10 from the 41. Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes him to create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're out now, ready to punt it. Shaheed on to handle the return. He's got it at the 24. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw, Carr. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Saints trying a two-point conversion once again.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play. Enough time to at least get into field goal range. Escapes the sack. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Trying it right side with Piron. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They'll bring out the punter here. Trenton Gill, the one to kick it away. Short drop, and he gets a kick away. He'll take it in short of midfield. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So we're at halftime here in beautiful New Orleans, and it's the Saints who've got the lead as we head to the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty of great games coming up in the next few days, starting with the last of our 3 London games. Pats and Jags from Wembley, early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Carolina Panthers. And finally, a good one scheduled for Sunday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We saw a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Derek Carr. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. These 2 teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
Throwing on first down, Nix. This is complete to Patrick. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Nix with it on first. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some get praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Saints will get set to take over. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Carr with it on first. Into the hands of Olave. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over to you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Carr to the air now. This is caught. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he gets him around 6 there. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's good for 7 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. This is ahead for about 5. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Here's the give to Piron. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Nick's looking to throw. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that push down coming up. Here's Nix. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Launches one deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Chris Olave with a touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. And I'm just going to say, Brock, if you find yourself mentioned in the same breath as Calvin Johnson as a pass catcher, you've done something right. Well, what he has just done is break Johnson's single-season receiving record and place the two of them next to each other in NFL history. Now the Saints to the line for another 2-point try.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for 2, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal. And honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford. After the game, when those two went out on the field, we're like, what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your deal? Keep the camera rolling because this handshake's going to be rather interesting.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Back out runs their offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Broncos football as we enter the 4th of what's been a largely one-sided game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, gun. It's Nix. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Taken right at the 40. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Bronk, after getting a big chunk on that return. This certainly is going to help field position. 26 on the run back. And the Saints are going to enjoy some great field position on the short side of the field. Hitting Olave on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Carr off the play fake. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints are running them out of the building. And we've never even seen his barrier challenged, let alone reached until this season. That's his 60th, yes, 60th touchdown pass of the campaign. And it gives him a mark that even in a league where throwing the football gets the headlines, expect this one to stand for some time into the future. The Saints trying a two-point conversion once again. They'll try it on the ground. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on two more. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. Completed to Reynolds. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down. Now Nix gets this one to Patrick. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try, followed. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done. When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll take a knee.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Straight ahead with Williams. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Saints continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He's on the move. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Oh, partner, they had this one in the bag a long, long time ago. But some people,
you sure?
They're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go. And apparently that includes going for 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. Well, I believe that was 3 sacks, and they're out. Or in this case, get off the field following that safety.
No, that's a good call right there. You want baseball, Kate? I'll give you baseball. You know what that was? That was the equivalent of an immaculate inning in baseball. 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, you're out. Back-to-back-to-back sacks. That's immaculate. And I don't think we'll see it again in this game.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He puts everything behind this one. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Saints throwing 6 more on the blowout. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. Chased out to his right. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree. We're all here for this journey.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped it. So The fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.